Little things in my ear. Ooh, what we've been missing.
Microphone check.
Ooh, what we've been missing.
Microphone check. So, what's up, everybody? Thank you very much for being here. Dang. So, I don't know. I was kind of thinking that it might be a fun thing to do somewhat of a challenge of some sort, you know, like everybody comes up with these 30-day challenges and even like monthly challenges. But in my case, I got to go really narrow-minded, short time span. So I'm going to go with the 13-day challenge. So number 13 is a relevant number for a lot of reasons. It's unlucky in some cases. In some other cases, it's very lucky. But really, the reason why I want to do something over 13 days is because Bob Ross, as you see in the title here, Bob Ross is a huge inspiration for me at the moment. So as a kid growing up, of course, you know, came home from school and saw the Bob Ross stuff, but you know, the number 13 was significant. And so he did his shows, his series over 13 weeks. And hold on one second here. Okay. And so, so today what we're going to do is, this is basically day number 2. This is the night stream. My name's Will. I don't know. It'll go for 13 days. Hopefully, if I can make it through 13 nightly streams, maybe I'll extend it, but I need to set my goals. Like, you know, I need to set realistic goals for myself, and maybe 13 days doesn't sound like a lot, but I know my tendencies. I need to set goals that are very short time spans, or nearsighted, or whatever, however you want to splice it. But basically, I need to make sure that I have enough content. So it kind of makes me a little more aware of things going on in the internet world. And right now, we're getting a lot of information about NAMM. So NAMM, you know, this channel focuses a lot of attention towards music technology, and the community surrounding it. So I'm very interested in, you know, different pieces of equipment and stuff like that. So we've seen a couple releases through NAMM, and one of them being the MPC-1. So the MPC-1 is going to be a topic for discussion today. We're also going to talk about, I've got a bunch of different things. Actually, I've got some videos that we can look at, and also some noteworthy news. Some very interesting things coming out of Yamaha that I thought were kind of funny. And so, yeah, really, we're just going to go ahead and get started. I mean, I don't know how other people do their formats, but what I want to do is give the voice to the viewers. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to post the link to this right now, to this stream, and I'm going to put it right in the comments. Oh, and I do see I got some people here. Hey, what's up, folks? What up, Lifted? What's going on, Animal Kitchen? I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm going to go ahead and paste this in here. So right now, there's a pasted link. If you click on this link, you can come in. You can say what's up. What I want to do is have an opportunity to where people can have some stuff ready, and I can pull you in. You can play us something. You know, if you got something you're working on, you want to play some music, or you just want to say what's up. So Animal Kitchen and Lifted Noise both have YouTube channels. I see we got a couple other viewers in here, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, everybody has, and I actually did a video with Lifted Noise, and it's on the website, on the streamera.org website. We'll have to put that link in here. But basically, you know, community vibe out here. So we all just want to work together and find new ways to, you know, share the same kind of airspace, I guess, and learn from each other and stuff like that. So what do you guys think about the MPC-1? You guys got any thoughts on this? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Oh, whoops. Okay. Did I just post? Oh, that's weird. Okay. So this is a YouTube. The process is actually a YouTube channel that I started just a couple weeks ago, just to try to like prepare some things. I think there might actually, I didn't mean to post that from that YouTube account. That is like a live thing. I'm trying to do more live streaming, but not like in a public environment. Actually, as of last night, I can actually just do away with this stuff because I really just want to allow people to watch the fails, and then watching my fails, maybe it makes you feel like it's okay to fail too, and you can put yourself out there a bit more. So anyway, that link is for this stream, and this stream is an open broadcast. What do you call it? A open browser. Sorry, it's a browser-based thing. So if you click on that, you can, if you've got a smartphone, and in the future, you know, you want to come and you got something to share, just come on over, find a link, and show us what you've got. So I want to know who is in the chat and who you guys are thinking. Okay, and what you guys are thinking about the MPC-1. So there's been a lot of, I've heard a lot of like, you know, good things coming from people, and I've heard bad things that people are saying about it, but it's really hard to tell from videos, and we can watch a couple. I got a couple right here that we can watch if you guys are in for it. So hey, what up guys? So Word's in here. What up, Word? I like the name, that's cool. He says there's no internal battery. Is that for real? That's the same thing that happened with, so when I got the X, I was reading on the website, and it was Sound, what is it called? Sound on Sound. Their website actually stated that there was an internal battery in the X. This is like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. Oh, okay. Gemini's in here. Michael Johnson. I was just looking at it to see the different versus the live. So let's look at a video. So I've got some videos here. Let me pull them over. Give me 1 second here, and I will try to get them up. Let's see. This one is okay. I thought this would just let me copy and paste. Okay. And all right, so this is a video from Akai. I think, no, this isn't the Akai one, is it? That's not the one. Well, this is about, so let's look at that. So this is about, and okay, here we go. So let's see here. So it says it's been a few years. It's only been like 2 years, barely 2 years. Let's see, a significant new entry, NAMM 2020. 4 gigabytes of storage. That's really not a lot, guys. Shit, did I even, I'm not even sharing this yet. Am I sharing this? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's not a lot of storage at all. And then USB drive, USB card, SD card. Yeah, this looks to me a lot like one of those ventures where you it kind of seems like an afterthought, like let's take a bunch of these parts and put them together and make something that's cheaper with the stuff we have. I mean, they must have had to make a special case for it because it's not the same size as a Force, and the screen placement is different and a different size. So I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. Let me see what you guys have to say. So, yeah, so this thing to me looks like a little bit of the same kind of stuff that we're used to. We should be used to it from a Kai by now, which is, maybe not exactly what the customer is asking for. And, what can you do? Really, you just either have to accept it. And, these machines are what you make them. So if you are into the MPC workflow and you buy an MPC X or a Live or a One, then you have an opportunity to get it, try it. And you know what? If it's not exactly what you thought it was, there are people out there that are willing to buy your equipment. It doesn't mean you're going to get top dollar, but you can at least try things and know that there's a market for it. I try not to let that factor too much into the decisions that I make when I purchase stuff, because I try to buy things at a reasonable price when you get started, because then you can kind of, you can buy a little bit safer in your mind, at least, because you got a little deal on it. And, if you need to sell it, you can recoup a little bit of that you have already invested. So this one, all right, here's another. Okay. I've got this. Is this the same? That's the same one. So let's go. There is a video here. And I may have to just go grab it again. If you've got a good link, anybody's got a good link to the MPC One, this was supposed to be to a video. What I'm going to do is just type it in right now. Okay, let's go to YouTube. And where did I put all those videos? My Lord. Oh, it was the Accurate Beats one. That's why. All right, guys, here you go. Hold on one second here. Let me get my audio back. And give me 1 second, fellas. And I'm not getting any audio back to my headphones. Okay. So I just need to make a quick swap here. And let's see. I know what I did. Okay, so here we go. And this is part of the growth process for this. You never know the kind of things that pop up during live streams. So this one, I should be able to put that up. And I should be able to hear that now. Let's see. Okay, now. And my default player. Okay, I see what I did here. Okay, we will be up and running here in about 2 seconds.
Is a standalone unit and it's able to function.
Okay, I got that part now. Now let me just go ahead and share this. And I'm going to stop sharing that one. And I'm going to share this one. Okay. Here we go, guys. Now, I think you can see this. Yes, looks like you can. So let me make it bigger. Go back. Okay, here we go.
Hello YouTube, Accurate again, back with a new video from the home studio. So Akai just announced their brand new MPC-1 and I've got it right here.
Accurate Baits.
So first of all, it's kind of hard to make a video on the MPC-1 without mentioning the MPC Live or the Akai Force. You see, the MPC-1 is a standalone unit and it's able to function fully without being connected to a computer. It runs the entire MPC software natively in the box. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I'm editing the video now, realizing that I never mentioned the price point of the MPC-1 at all. So the manufacturer's suggested retail price for this one will be 749.99 euros, which makes it a bit cheaper than the MPC Live. So I think this is Akai's way to aim for the more entry-level producer who's looking to get into the MPC kind of workflow and get a standalone device to make beats on. So I think that's it. Just wanted to let you know. Let's get back to the videos. But you also have the option to connect a Mac or PC over the USB 2 connection in the back, and that way use your MPC-1 as a controller for the software.
Interesting.
However, though, I guess I'm enjoying myself more when I make beats without having to rely too much on the computer with a mouse and keyboard. So I guess I'm going to use the MPC-1 as a standalone unit like 99% of the times. And I think that's where this one really shines as well.
Let me get to
the
this
unit, as you could do on the MPC Live for expanding the storage. And that's where the SD card reader in the front and the USB connection in the back, which is compatible with thumb drives and stuff, comes in really nicely and makes it easy for you to navigate through the MPC software way faster than before. And all of the buttons also has a secondary function that you can access by just holding Shift and press them or double tap them like that, and you get the secondary function. So say that I'm on my step sequencer for some reason and I need to go into it actually comes with a bunch of different kits and
yeah, I guess I'm like wore out on the whole I guess I'm a little bit wore out on the whole new Akai release thing. I don't know, it doesn't work for me. Let me see what you guys are talking about. Akai dropped over 20 YouTube videos. I know, yeah, they did. And oh yeah, it's all good, man. Go to bed, bro. Damn, it's too late. Yeah, and so I mean, I like the thing. I like any MPC type of workflow. That's what I like. It's kind of what I'm used to. So I'm not gonna, poo on that. To me, I guess the biggest thing is it just seemed like the timing, I don't know, maybe the timing didn't seem great to me only because, it seems like there's a lot of other products that Akai could be kind of focused on right now. The Force is like, I don't even know, man. I've got a Force and you can't use it like an MPC. You can use it to play instrumentation and stuff, but even with the Ableton workflow, it's just not, it doesn't really work in the way that I like to work things, all right, so what else do I have here? Oh, yes. So this is quite comical, actually. Let me pull this up. Man, I'm just learning right now that from LibreOffice, you cannot click on links. So I did all this work by putting all these links inside of this document, and I can't even launch them from this. I have to copy them and paste them into the damn search bar. So let me just do this, and I will go ahead and get rid of that. All right, so this was from Yamaha. So Yamaha, let me share this. I thought this was pretty funny. Okay, so am I sharing that? I am. Okay, so let me pull this in. So it says Yamaha is asking people not to climb into instrument cases like Carlos Ghosh. So apparently there's an issue. There's a real issue, a safety issue with people climbing into these cases. this is like one of those things where I say to myself, like the Tide Pods thing, why? You know, just tell me why. When legally embattled, ex-Nissan CEO fled Japan. At the end of the day, reportedly did so as a stowaway in a modified music equipment case. Wow. Allegedly reinforced to hold the weight of a man and drilled with holes to allow him to breathe. Wow, that's some serious, that took a lot of coordination. This guy should be like, I mean, yeah, we don't want stowaways, obviously, but this guy should be like applauded. He really made use of his equipment. Now, this is an example of using your equipment to your advantage. He didn't need to pay a guy to, get him through and blah, blah. He just freaking bought a box and got in it. We won't mention the reason, but there have become many. Okay. Yeah. So that's all just a bunch of whatever, but I just thought that was a little bit kind of, I don't know. I couldn't imagine getting inside of one of those things for any length of time. But if you're that guy, hey, I applaud you. And I probably could never do it. I could do it for probably a really short amount of time. That's about it. So, all right, now. So we've talked a little bit about music stuff and whatnot, and I really do enjoy that kind of talk, but it's also one of those things where, you get to the end of the Google search bar, you get like a Google homepage. I'm sure you have one. And, then there starts to be some really weird stuff you start to see. And one thing that seems to always pop up in my feeds are alien things. And, I was reading this thing about like the statistics of, what are the possibilities that we could actually like have other forms of life, in the universe somewhere that are intelligent. And it just got me thinking about like how many species are on this planet. There's got to be thousands and millions, maybe billions of organisms on this planet. And out of all of those organisms, are we the only things that like have conscious thought? I mean, to me, if we are like the only things, I mean, instinct is everything. So even we operate on instinct. So I wonder if like our own mind is playing a trick on us about instinct, Are we actually just, are we just acting completely on instinct 100%? It's possible. I think that anything's possible. And I also think that if you're closed-minded and you don't see the world around you, that, you might be missing the inspirational parts that actually are exciting. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go and I'm going to pull up this YouTube thing right here so I can share this. And I'm going to pull up this stream so I can see it because I never know. And then okay. YouTube thing right here. Yeah, see? What the hell? Oh yeah, okay. So I am sharing that. Okay. All right, so let's see here. NAMM 2020. Somebody said to type in NAMM 2020. And okay. Oh, the one thing that I was looking at that I thought was interesting, let me go back, was the Pro 3. I don't know if anybody saw the Pro 3, but if you're like a synth person, these things could be kind of interesting. I don't even know what to say about this thing. What I do know about it, it's loud, is that it's got a OB6 filter, and it has a Prophet 6 filter. Plus, it actually has the ladder filter from the Moog synthesizer. So, you know, if you don't have a synth already and you're looking for something, I mean, yeah, it's not going to be cheap, but you're basically getting like 3 synths in one. You know, a lot of people like, a lot of people are into VSTs, plugins, and stuff like that. But then you have people that do want to get into hardware. So I thought it was kind of, you know, pushing the envelope for sure. So I think that these guys are doing some very interesting things, and when they're combining, you know, 3 or 4 different types of synthesizers into one. So, oh, I just hold on 1 second here. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm still hearing this. I'm not seeing it though. Oh, okay, here it is. All right, let me go back. Get rid of that. Oh man. Shit. I thought I was freaking casting that. I was trying to bring somebody in. Try it again. You can hear it, but you're not seeing anything. Yeah. So people were talking about the key step earlier today. And so this is the Key Step Pro. Might be having a guest with us here in just a minute. Wow, that's pretty nice. That's interesting. I mean, it looks like a huge ass controller of some kind, but he sure is like rolling with a lot of stuff there. What the? I don't know. What do you guys think? Quite a setup going. That's for sure. Yeah, I didn't even know. That was a thing. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh, got a little jam here. I tried making synthwave. Looks like we're getting. Oh, because it's a Beat Pro. All right. I'm gonna pass on this one. He did a good job, but anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back out of here. All right. So that was, I guess that's some stuff from NAMM. For some reason, I was out of the loop this year. Like I just think I had too much going on. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the NAMM stuff, but the NAMM stuff is a lot of times, comes just after Christmas. I mean, it does. It comes just after Christmas. Like, who's really thinking about buying stuff? But I bought most of the stuff that I have during Christmas, so I don't know. But is there any other news that we need to be aware of? Now, let me see. I'm never going to use this freaking application because now I've got a bunch of stuff on my phone. So I don't know if you guys follow the NFL at all, but Luke Kuechly, I know now we're really like going off, but Luke Kuechly is a guy who plays for the Panthers, and he's a young guy. He's like a very, very talented dude. And he has retired. So where is that? Is this it right here? This is it right here. Okay. So this dude retired way, way too early. And it's because of all the stuff that is in... No, that's not the right one. Okay. This is the only thing, is I got to get better at this. I got to find what I'm looking for. Where's the Luke Kuechly one? That's not it. It's my inbox. Let's try this again. All right. So the guy is like super young anyway, and I'm going to find it here. I just have to... I got to get rid of these other freaking things.
It's a good time to be a doer. Now your phone not only knows what that thing is, but where that thing is. Welcome to today's Home Depot. How doers get more done.
I can hear it. I just can't see it.
How bad is this for the...
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't know. I'm failing pretty good on this one. It's okay, though. Now that I'm failing, what I got to do is just relax. Because you know what? It's okay. It'll be all right. I'm not going to die from it. All right. So here's the Kuechly thing one more time.
How bad is this for the NFL?
This is good for the NFL.
Okay. Now that I see it, I'm going to pull it up. Okay. Here we go. I may actually have it. So let's see.
How bad is this for the NFL?
This is good for the NFL. It's not bad for the NFL. It's good. It's very good for the NFL. The NFL's never been about the individual stars. That's the NBA. The NBA took a beating when Michael Jordan retired because that's the nature of the sport, and choices were made based on the nature of the sport. No helmets, fewer people on the court, smaller arenas, more intimate experience, more control over the course of the game by a couple of guys. So once upon a time, David Stern looked and said, we're going to market the individuals. The NFL made the opposite choice for good reason. More impersonal, many more people on the field, bigger arenas, helmets on. It's really much more about the shield, about the brand, both of the league and of the team. The players are largely interchangeable. It survived Brett Favre and Joe Montana leaving. It'll survive Tom Brady and whoever else.
So I really don't even know what to do with these segments. Like this thing,
short-sighted with all of this, and I think you missed it because
probably
you really made the biggest point that I was
way too heated of a discussion for this type of thing, I think. So now that I know that, what I'm going to do is get rid of that. And then I found this video that I thought was really good. I don't know who she is personally, but I just thought that she was doing a good job on her channel. So I want to pull that up. Okay. The more I do this, if I can just keep like pulling stuff up. Okay, that's that. No, that's not the right one though. So it must be in the Liber, which I don't. Okay. Accurate beats. Here's this one right here. All right. I'm going to give this one a try. If I find this, it could be good. Okay, so this is, I don't know what her name is, but she does videos on MPC equipment, and she does videos, I guess, on Studio One.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, CJ.
And I just thought that she did a really good job, so let's just check her out real quick. I think I may end up doing an entire stream of other people's videos at some point. So let's check her out.
Free, and today I'm going to show you some of the equipment that I use to make beats. Stay tuned.
This might be helpful for any Studio One users that might be looking into the live.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, CJ Free, and I'm back up in this thing like, whoa. So today I'm going to show you some of the equipment that I use to make
to
beats.
This in just a minute.
Hopefully y'all like the video. Let's get to it. So first off is my MacBook Pro. This is the laptop that I use. This is a older MacBook, like old, okay? But I did upgrade the RAM in it. I don't remember if I upgraded the hard drive or not. I don't think I did, but I did upgrade the RAM in it, and so far so good. I do plan to upgrade my MacBook to one of the newer ones, but I'm gonna be real. I am dreading the transfer process. Like, if you know, when you used to something, I'm dreading that. But I do plan to upgrade it, and I'm going to use this for something else. But anyway, let's continue on. The next thing is my audio interface. This is the Apollo Twin. This was the first one that they came out with. I think they have number 2 now, like the Apollo Twin 2 or something like that. Is my Akai Advanced 49. At first, I was using my external, just what they call it, like my keyboard that has the sound in it. I'm all over the place. What do they call those? It's a word they use. I can't be technical, but the regular keyboard, and I was just using it as MIDI and using it because it did have sounds. I can't think of the word right now, but this is completely MIDI, of course. And one thing that got me with this keyboard is the use of the VIP software.
VIP is a big thing.
What that allows you to do is combine all of your VST instruments. And so like you can take a patch from Omnisphere and you can mix that sound with a piano or anything from Contact, and you can control everything with the knobs and stuff up here. That's what got me. So my Akai Advanced is what I use for the MIDI and for the MIDI keyboard, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Moving on. Is my MPC. Now I do have the MPC. I use it a lot for my live performances, you know, but I do like to create on it as well. And I
She's got a nice setup.
Something in there and then export the tracks and then finish up in Studio One. That's kind of my workflow. But I am starting to dig a little deeper in the MPC because you can do everything in it. Like you can make a full song, mix a full song, so a full beat rather. And yeah, it's stupid dope. And one thing that led me to switch from the machine to the MPC Live
Oh snap! She.
is
Uh-oh.
the fact that not only
Hold
is
on.
it great, it's a
All
stamp.
right. I wasn't aware of this, guys. Don't judge me. She switched from NI to live. Just saying. Moving on.
Standalone. Like, I don't have to sit up in front of this computer. I actually unhook this and I go lay, in the bed, and I can just make a beat
All right,
and
let's
get
get
that
to let's
inspiration.
see if there's anything in here.
Yeah, most of the time I use this Atom, and that's because
she got an Atom too?
works really well with Impact XT, which is the drum. What do you call it?
Hey, that's great. You know what? She's found a
DSG, I
workflow
guess,
that works for her.
inside of Studio One, and it's made to work flawlessly with that, and it does. It really allows me to do that and a whole lot more. I can also use this with everything in Studio One, and because Studio One is my main DAW, it just helps my it just helps my workflow. Am I choking or something? Okay. So with the MPC, I don't use the MPC in conjunction with it. You can do that. You can use the MPC software as a VST, and you can use both, just like you would, machine inside of Studio One. You can do all of that, but I usually use the Atom for that. And lastly is my KRKs. Yo, I've had these KRKs forever. When I say ever, I mean ever. I cannot count how long I've had these KRKs. I want to say about 7 years or so.
I'm going to go
That's
ahead.
what I want
She
to
did a
say.
great job. Let me tell you what.
And they have not went out on me. They still kicking.
I didn't even
rattle. Not rattle in a bad way, but when them 808s kick, they are good. I do plan to upgrade
reshare her thing
because I keep hearing about these Yamahas. So I'm
trying to work with like
upgrade.
3-4 screens here. So her channel is, let me see what her channel is. Her channel is CJ Free Beats, I believe it says. Let me try to make it bigger. I don't know why I won't maximize. Why won't that max? I don't know, but it does say CJ Free Beats. That's her channel if you want to go and check her out. Actually, I need to subscribe to her because she's very good. And that's what we do, folks. If you find like-minded people, support what they're doing. All right, so how the hell do I get out of here if my screen is... Where the hell did my stuff go? Okay, I'm going to have to stop sharing that so I can get rid of that screen. And then this one, I have no idea. Oh, is it because it's... I do not know what I did here. But I wanted to... Come on now.
One day, but it's not no rush because...
Oh my God. Come on. There we go. All right. So I was back over here. I'm going to type that in again. So this was NAMM for Native Instruments. I just typed it in just to see if we've got any good info to share with the people, right? So let me just look. And NAMM 2020. NAMM. All right, let me see. I just want it to be on that. Yeah. Okay, so it says Native Instruments, Tractor, NAMM 2020, NI Community Forum. It kind of looks like everything says stuff about the MPC-1, and it's kind of looks like it's kind of overtaking everything. NAMM 20 new budget audio interface. Okay, let's check this out. I don't know. Is this new? When was this? 3 days ago? Yeah, it's pretty new. Let's see this. It's definitely not a, this isn't really what anybody is looking for. I don't believe. We want a sampler, right? A standalone sampler sequencer. I know you guys were talking about it earlier. I saw in the chat like that NI is letting you guys down. Was that the word? That's unfortunate, man. I'm annoyed at some of the equipment that I have, some of the makers of some of the equipment I have, but I would be so uber. I mean, you got to be quite zen to be a machine user, I think, because you guys really get effed with. Like, I think Akai people get effed with, but NI, man, you guys really get effed with. Yeah, I see that. That's good, man. Yes, I think that we should do that. You're on the fence with doing something like that. Oh, okay. All right. So let's look and see the differences between live and machine. Let me just find a video. So I can tell you from the MPC-X side of things, and the live is very similar. So maybe an MK3 versus MK3 maybe. And let me see if I can find a video. MPC Live or Machine MK3. All right, so let me share this. We'll go ahead, pull this up. Okay, this is for my guy.
Hello YouTube, it's Accurate again, back with a new video, and in this one I think it's about time to make a comparison between the MPC Live and Machine Mark III. But before we get into the video, I just want to mention that I don't get paid to do this, not by Akai, not by Native Instruments. Even though I know people at both companies, this video is just 100% because you guys asked me to do this. And when I see something that frequently in the comments, of course I'm going to try to make a video on it. I've also thought a little bit about this video and decided to divide it in different parts, and you should be able to find the time codes in the comment section below if you want to jump straight to a specific part.
Oh,
because this video
might
bro. Be a little long, I guess. 1. Basic history and a definition of what the two units actually are. 2.
I got you. I can tell you a little bit about the push also, because I use the push. All right, MPC software, touch. Okay, Akai Force, MPC Live versus Push 2. Why isn't it like the first thing? Akai MPC Live and Ableton Push 2. Is this step to the full track? Okay, Ableton Push 2 versus MPC Live. Maybe? Oh no. Definitely not. Okay. Ableton Push 2 versus MPC Touch. Switching from MPC to Ableton Live. All right. Oh no, you don't want to. We're not switching. We're comparing.
Classes in session.
All right, let me do this. Okay, difference. I still think it's weird that the touch is the first thing that shows up. Okay, Ableton Push versus Akai MPC, APC 40. Man, this is kind of weird. Hey, if anybody has a video with the live, a link to a video with the live and the push, the differences, post it in the comments, please. I'll make sure he gets it. what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how I feel about it because I can't find a video. I don't know why. I think that's odd. All right. So quick overview. The push, it's heavy. It is. It's well built. It is, it's got like a rubberish kind of feel to it. Very responsive. The pads on it, you can get great sensitivity, like polyphonic aftertouch. If you want to play chords, the sensitivity on it is even more so than my X. And you got 64 pads. You can now do different things. You've got different modes. You can have a step sequencer up above. You can have the pads down here to play just like you do on an MK3. Using Ableton is another thing. You have options. Like there's a lot of really great courses. I went through Berklee College of Music for performing with Ableton Live and using my push. The rotary encoders are all endless encoders. So they're really responsive. And I've had mine now for almost 3 years, and it still works just like it did the day I bought it. Absolutely no problems with it. It can run powered, or it can run just off of USB juice. It doesn't give you the same brightness, doesn't give you the same screen brightness, but it'll still work as a MIDI controller without being plugged in. So you can have just a laptop and just the push. You don't actually have to have a power source. As long as your laptop has a good battery, your laptop battery will power the push. You can do a lot of different things with the two, flip between session view and your notes view. You can, if you've got an iPad, you can even take it one step further and have something like Touchable on an iPad, and then which is like an Ableton controller, and then on your push, you can just have all of the performance stuff. So you can play your notes and everything, and you can launch clips from your iPad. So you can start and stop clips with your iPad and then perform with your push. And really, I think like the chopping and all that stuff is probably similar. You can do the auto chopping and all that. And now in the X is obviously much bigger and it's much heavier, but you're getting standalone control. I've never really used it in controller mode, but you can transfer files quite easily. The way I normally do it is just with a USB stick, but the screen is big. It's multi-touch. It's very responsive. Like you've got the same rotary encoders down here that you do up here. They're pretty much identical. You've got 16 Q links with banks. So I've got on an X. Now live is just a similar format, except for instead of 16 encoders, I think you're getting 4, but you've got banks. So you can just switch through all the banks. And so what I've done is actually set up MIDI templates where I'm controlling my other equipment behind me from these knobs. So that can be done too. You can do a lot of mapping between Ableton and the Live or the X. So that's cool workflow too. If you've got Ableton, you can use it with your standalone hardware, So, I mean, there's a lot of inputs. There's 4 inputs on the back. You've got 2 XLR and you got 2 TRS. Plus you've got 2, you've got a pair of RCA inputs. Plus on the Live, you've got your CV out. On the MPC-1, you've got CV out as well. On the Live, you don't. And on the Force, you do not. So those are just some kind of basic things. But if there's anything you got, if there's any specific comparisons, I can address them. But yeah, that looks like machine can't hang with the MPC Live. This is what I've been told. And this is, from people that own both, as they say that the Live, because it's the standalone thing, that probably the transition from machine to an MPC Live probably isn't going to be that crazy. I think that the MPC Live and the MPC X are kind of new workflow anyway. So even if you're coming from an old MPC, you still kind of have to learn a new workflow. And I actually have a ton of videos that tutorials for beginners that take you from buying it at least to where you can make sequences. And I did that as a live stream. So that's on the channel too. That was during the Mod Boss series, where I was going over the ins and outs of the MPC and basically just 1 hour kind of tutorial, live tutorials. So if you're thinking about getting a 1 or an X or a Live, those videos will definitely at least get you to the point where you're making music. You know, you definitely will be a lot better off if you can listen to my voice. That's the only problem. So, well, today's been a good night for me. I had some struggles, and I appreciate you guys for being here. I don't really have a whole lot. I'm not using Libre. Tomorrow I will be back. And so this is day 2. So tomorrow will be day 3. And I'm working on these beats. I'm hopefully going to have one to submit this week for the Facebook group. And if you want to check out the Facebook Stream Era Facebook group, I should say, please do so. Come and join. Come and do some beat challenges. And we actually got some participation yesterday on the live stream from a gentleman who's actually doing another sample challenge. So that will be cool to see if we can come up with some sort of show idea that can combine live beat challenges with live streaming. That will combine beat challenges with live streaming. So if we can get 4 or 5, 6 participants in a beat challenge that want to present theirs live, then we might be able to work something out. So maybe that'll happen in the future. I'll be back tomorrow. Not using LibreOffice, and I'll have all my links set up. Come tomorrow and watch, and you'll see. I promise you're going to see growth every day, because I'm going to fail like a mother, and then I'll learn. So that's all it's about. But I really appreciate you guys. I did have a bit of a Zen moment when I was failing. Like, I was like, oh no, but it's okay. You guys are awesome. Let's see. Yeah. I want to just go make sure here, because we've still got a couple people here. So I just want to make sure there wasn't any questions that I was asked. If there was something that you wanted to know, put it in right now so I can just refresh this thing and make sure I don't miss a question. And you can also find me on Facebook, Will McElliott, McElligott. Also, you can catch me on Instagram, I Will Create, and also the Facebook group. And I mean, go to streamera.org if you want to see some content that can kind of direct you towards some of the other people. Also, we've got quite a bit of collaborative material on the website. Gamma Pods is on there, Netmaker's on there, Lifted Noise is on there, Students on there, Philback's on there. So we've got Mr. Basic is on there, Dominic Hawkin is on there. So we've got a lot of content. Rod Wallace is on there, and CX the producer, I believe, is on there. CX might join me. We'll make that happen. We'll definitely be making that happen. I'm not sure. We must have crossed paths somehow. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody. Oh, Vinny. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Vinny comes in the last minute. What up? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for saying hi. Love you, bro. All right. So, thank you. Thank you. You know what? If we can at least have a place to chill for an hour or two, then you know what? Maybe my job is done. So go find Jem on Instagram. Go find Special Nobodies on YouTube, guys. All right. Peace, everybody. Thank you very much.